సో, లాస్ట్ టైమ్ మీరందరూ లైక్ నా టీచింగ్ ఏదో అర్థం కాలేదని చెప్పి పెట్టారు కదా! పోల్ పెట్టినప్పుడు నాకు అర్థమైంది కొంచెం నీట్‌గా చెప్పాలని అర్థమైంది. కొంచెం అర్థమయ్యేట్టుగా. సో, నేను మళ్ళీ నేనొకసారి రివైజ్ చేసి ఇంకా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాననమాట. సో, ఒకసారి నేను రివైజ్ చేస్తాను. నిన్న నేనేం చెప్పాను? పైథాన్. వై టు లెర్న్? వై యూ వై యూ షుడ్ లెర్న్ పైథాన్? ఈజీ టు లెర్న్ అండ్ యూజ్. ఈజీగా నేర్చుకోవచ్చు అండ్ యూజ్ కూడా చేయొచ్చు. మనం లైక్ కాంప్లెక్స్ సింటాక్స్ ఉండవన్నమాట. చాలా సింపుల్ సింటాక్స్‌తో నువ్వు ప్రోగ్రామ్స్‌ని రాయగలవు పైథాన్‌లో. ఇది ఒకవేళ మీరు కనుక లైక్ ఇప్పటివరకు ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదంటే దిస్ ఇస్ ద బెస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ టు స్టార్ట్ ఇఫ్ యూ డోంట్ లైక్ మీరు అంత కాంప్లెక్స్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ రాయడం కన్నా యూ కెన్ స్టార్ట్ విత్ దిస్ పైథాన్. సో, it is very easy when compared to Java and C. Okay. And coming to the versatility, it can be used in any field, like not only in programming, we can use it in any field like AI, data analysis, web development. In web development, we will use this Python as backend. Okay. And it has having large and active community means we use a large number of modules like import some libraries to use that code or to use that keywords. Keywords are nothing but the words which are built by already built by the developers. Okay, so these keywords and the packages, modules, whatever it is, we will import and use it in our program. So we use these all things in our program. It will make easy and we can write more like ఇంకా నీట్‌గా రాయగలము మన ప్రోగ్రామ్‌ని. Good for rapid prototyping and it is having a good job opportunities. When like every organization are looking for who know Python very well because uh, most of the applications or most of the technologies needs Python because they need to build something like AI applications, web development to make it very fast, like fast prototyping, fast response. Okay, so this is all about Python. Why we are using it. Okay, this is the process. Like if you are giving your Python file to the interpreter, it will translate into the machine code. Means it will change it. It will convert the English code into the interpreter. Means not interpreter. It's into the machine code like zero and ones. Why we use interpreter? They only mentioned that they only specifically mentioned that we use interpreter for the Python. Okay, interpreter will execute line by line. Means if at any point it like if you got error at any point like at any line it will stop the execution from there only, so the remaining code will be not get like you will don't get the full output and it will show the error where it is indicating. Okay, and I mentioned the organization, Python organization, where to download the compiler, and the ID we are using PyCharm. And wait. So let's coming to the like the topic print function. Why do we use print function? We use print function to display something on the screen. So this function, what do you mean by function? Before going to know this, what do you mean by function? A function is used to do a task. Like I want to I want to wash my clothes. Washing is a task, right? So this task is called as function. It's like a feature, right? In your phone, you are having like highlights, right? We will keep highlights in your Instagram. We will keep highlights, story highlights, right? So we will click on the button like highlights button. Then it will show a category, like which category, like not the category, which playlist you want to set it into. So if you click on it, it will set into that folder only. So like it is also function. My this is also feature. Keeping highlights is also feature, right? Feature is known as function. So function is not none other than a task, doing a task. Okay. So I think I hope you understand what do you mean by function. In Python, we have function and methods. I will differentiate when it's come to this, like when I go through the so many topics. Sorry. And now this print function is used to display something on the screen based upon the input we are given. We can print the variable, not the print the variable. We will print the value which is there in the variable. Okay. Like I have keep an example like print circuit parenthesis. Inside that we have keep a text. Don't like it. I have mentioned it as double quotations. Okay. So it will consider it as a text if you mention it as mention around them around the text with double quotations. And next thing, comment lines. Why do we write comment lines? First thing, if you open this code, like I have written 100 lines of code. What the code? I didn't mention which code it is, which function it is going, which application it is. I didn't mention anything. In case in future I want to open this program, or I want to change something in this program, but I didn't understand where the dash where the function is, like how which function I want to use, or what this function does. I don't know anything about, I forgot everything. Okay. So this comment statement, like this comment line, will help developers to understand what we have done in this line or in this program. So it will don't execute. Okay, it will show as a text, but it will don't display on the screen. It's just writing a comment lines. So after reading this, developer will get clarity about what we are doing in what we are like what we have in this program, what features or whatever it is, like what about this program, like everything it will be mentioned. Okay. And now it's coming to the variables. I have told you yesterday, like variable means the memory of the data, the location of the data, address location of the data. Means the data we have taken, like the data we have given to the machine, it will store at some place in the memory. Okay, I need to give a name. If I don't give a name, in future I want to access this. If in future if I want to access the data, how can I, like how n number of data, right? I didn't even mention for I didn't give a name for any data. I just throw, like I just give every input like that. So if I want to access like Surya, if I want to access the name, like not the name, the data Surya's data, how can I access it? Did I keep it in a variable? No. I just give the input to it and it stores somewhere else. Then how can I access it? Like, so there this concept comes into the mixture. Like variable. We will create a variable and we will insert the value into it. And one more thing, the benefit in the Python is we shouldn't declare the we should not declare the not should not we need not declare the type data type of the variable. Okay, like you can directly write the variable name and just give the input like integer or string type of data. So wait a moment. I think someone else is waiting for this meeting. Wait. I think someone is waiting for me, but yeah, no one is there. Okay, fine. Okay. So we should not like we need not mention we need not declare the variable like this data type. It's belong to the this variable is belongs to the this data type. Like in C or Java, we need to mention that before declare like before creating the variable, before that we will mention like int a or string a. Like we will mention data type and we will create the variable, right? So for this in Python, we don't need to declare the variable. We can directly write the variable by based upon the input, based upon the type of the input, it will automatically execute the data type. Okay, so the way this is the benefit in the way Python. And when coming to the F string, to use format a string literals, being begin begin a string with F or capital F before opening a quotation mark or triple quotation mark. Inside this string, you can write a Python expression between uh, curly braces and characters that can refer to the variable literal values. Means I can say, simply explain it in simple words. F string means nothing but you should like if you want to print the variable value with including the text like with some text. So if you want to concatenate the variable and the text, because if the variable is a string, you can concatenate it easily. But when it's coming to the uh, you if you want to print with including the the variable is in statement. Like I will tell you in Telugu. మీరు స్ట్రింగ్స్‌ని, వేరియబుల్స్ టెక్స్ట్‌ని, వేరియబుల్‌ని ఒకేసారి మీరు ప్రింట్ చేయాలనుకుంటే మీరు ఎఫ్ స్ట్రింగ్‌ని వాడొచ్చనమాట. ఇక్కడ చూడండి నేను హెలో అని పెట్టాను. హెలో తర్వాత ఇంకా కర్లీ బ్రేసెస్‌లో వేరియబుల్ నేమ్‌ని మెన్షన్ చేశాననమాట. అంటే యూజర్ ఎట్లాంటి ఏదైనా ఇవ్వచ్చు ఇన్‌పుట్. సో, దాన్ని బట్టి ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ ఇక్కడ నా వేరియబుల్‌ని, నేను టెక్స్ట్‌ని 2 ఒకేసారి ప్రింట్ చేయొచ్చనమాట ఒకే దాంట్లో. కంకాటినేషన్ జావాలో అయితే ప్లస్ పెడితే గాని అవ్విద్ది. టెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ రాయడానికి నాకు లేదు చెప్పాలంటే. మేబీ హ్మ్. ఇక్కడ నాకు టెక్స్ట్ అండ్ ఇంట్ అనేది మాత్రం ఇట్లా అవ్వదు. ఇట్లా ప్లస్ చేసిన వెంటనే నాకిక్కడ ప్రింట్ స్టేట్‌మెంట్‌లో అయితే అవ్వదు. సో, నాకేంటి దీన్ని చేయడానికి సో, వెయిట్. హ్మ్. మనం ఇది రాయడానికి టెక్స్ట్‌ని, వేరియబుల్‌ని ఒకేసారి ప్రింట్ చేయాలనుకుంటే మనం, ఆ డేటా టైప్‌తో సంబంధమే ఉండదింకా. నువ్వు ఎట్లా అయినా పెట్టు. ఆ కర్లీ బ్రేసెస్‌లో పెట్టావంటే ఆ వేరియబుల్‌లో ఉన్న వాల్యూ అక్కడ ఉండిద్దనమాట. అండ్ దాని ముందు నువ్వు దాని పక్కన ఉన్న టెక్స్ట్ ఏమైనా రాసుకోవచ్చు కొంచెం ఫార్మాట్‌గా రాయడానికి. సో, ఈటిని లిటరల్స్ అంటారనమాట. ఏ ప్లేస్ హోల్డర్ అనమాట. ఈ ప్లేస్ హోల్డర్‌లో మన వేరియబుల్ పెడతామనమాట. దాని ముందు టెక్స్ట్ ఉండిద్ది. లేకపోతే దాని పక్కన టెక్స్ట్ ఉండిద్ది. సో, ఇట్ విల్ ప్రింట్ ఇట్ విల్ ప్రింట్ ఇట్ ఫార్మాటెడ్. ఓకే. సో, దిస్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ F string. When it's coming to the string, it is a set of characters or series of characters. Like a letter is a character, every letter is a character, and the set of the my name is Meenakshi, and I have set of letters like me, MENAKSHI, like set of letters. This so all set of letters is called as string. Okay, I have keep the exact like I have used an example, give an example like first name, bro, email, and give it multiple characters like even special characters or special symbols also, or the special characters also, yes, characters and dot, even the numbers. If you mention, if you if you mention the double quotes around the text, it will consider as a string. Okay, even a number also. If you mention the number, like if you mention the double quotations around the number, it will consider as a text. Now coming to the integers, integers are known as integers are nothing but whole numbers. We will give a number and it will print it. Just it's simple. We also know in other languages we have used so many times. And yeah, I have mentioned that thing. Integer should not be in double quotes. It is technically considered as string. Okay, float. Float point number. A float is a number, but it contains a decimal portion. Means if a number having a like decimal points or decimal number, yeah, decimal portion, so it will consider as a float point. If the number is having a dot, or if a number is having a dot, it will consider as a floating point. So here I have used here I have give so many examples like price, age, CGPA, and like that I have take so many examples. When it's come to the Boolean data type, it will return it will return true or else or false. So based upon the input, like I am using this if else statement here because I need to show the difference. Okay. Oh, we are using if and else because if you want to print it directly, it will print it. But we don't use this boolean in this case. We will use in mostly we are using it in if else case. Like if is student, I insert the is student is through, and if is student is through, it will print you are a student. If it's false, it will print the else statement. You are not a student. Like that, I have take some examples so you can see it clearly, see the notes clearly. I have mentioned everything, and I have mentioned one more thing. A variable is a reusable container. For a value, there are four types of data types like string, integer, float, boolean. These four are Python data types. Okay. Now let's come to the typecasting. Typecasting means converting a data type into the another data type. So we have some cases like you taking user input. In Python, taking user input, it will take any input, but it will consider as string. So in that case, we have to convert the data type into other data types based upon the problem or the based upon the problem statement. Okay, we have four functions to convert the data type into another data type. Like str, use it for string to convert it into string, and int it is used for convert it into integer, float, and bool. Bool is means like boolean. You actually could get the data type of variable or a value by using type function. If you want to know the type of the like data type of the variable or which type it is, you can use the type function. This type function will return the type of the variable. So in the previous example, the I have inserted a name like my name into the variable. So inside the type function, I have mentioned like I have keep my variable, and inside the print function, I keep the whole expression. So it returns a class. It is belongs to a class string class. Okay. So let's do typecasting. I am doing the typecasting, and I will show you how it's going to be happen. Now I have taken variable name and insert a value like bro code. Age is 25 and GPA is 3.2. Is student is through GPA. I'm converting GPA into the integer type. Okay. So in the int function, I keep the GPA and I am reassigning it to the same variable. So I print the GPA variable, so it returns 3 because in previously the GPA value is 3.2 and now the GPA value is 3. Means here we convert the value into the integer value. And if you want to convert it into float value, you can use the float function. And I want to say there is a case like you will having a type error function like error, which is like if you want to if like take an example, I want to convert the integer into the string. Okay, and I want to add to the age for plus one, because if you are like if you're celebrating your birthday, if it's your birthday today, you will get like you will ఆహ్, మీరింకా 1 మంత్ 1 ఇయర్ పెద్దోళ్ళవుతారు కాబట్టి, సో, +1 చేశాననమాట. ఇక్కడేం జరిగింది, ఇక్కడ నేను స్ట్రింగ్‌గా మార్చి, నేను +1 యాడ్ చేసేటప్పటికి ఇక్కడ ఏం జరిగిందంటే, ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ ఇంకో స్ట్రింగ్‌తో కంకాటనేట్ అయ్యిద్దిగా కంబైన్ చేయగలము. మెర్జ్ చేయగలము గానీ, ఒక ఇంటిజర్‌ని, స్ట్రింగ్‌ని మెర్జ్ చేయలేము. This is what the error it is showing on the screen. The type error can only concatenate str, not in. This is what I'm mentioning. So we can't uh, concatenate if you are converting it in string. Okay, like this case will be common. Okay, you need to remember when to use it. Okay, and bool, when it's come to the bool function, like if you are giving a value, or if you give the empty value or empty string, if you don't give anything and you want to like return something, like through it will this bool function will return through or false. Okay, so if you want to the convert the variable into the bool, like if you want, like it will checks, అంటే మీకు ఎలా చెక్ చేసిద్దంటే బూల్ ఫంక్షన్ అనేది మీకు ఉందా లేదా అని అనేది మాత్రమే చెప్పిద్ది. ఆ వేరియబుల్‌లో ఆ వాల్యూ ఉందా లేదా అనేదే చెప్పిద్ది. ఇన్ కేస్ ఈ ఒక్క లెటర్ ఉన్నా కూడా మీకు ట్రూ అని రిటర్న్ చేసిద్ది. అదే ఏవి లేకపోతే ఫాల్స్ అని రిటర్న్ చేసిద్ది. ఇది చూడండి, ఇక్కడ నేను 2 ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ పెట్టి మెన్షన్ చేశా. Typecasting is specially used for user input. I told you previously, like it is mostly used for user input because it will always take the input as string, even an integer, float, or if you give integer or float to the user input, like in Python, it will automatically assumes it as a string. So we have to convert it into other data type. User input. If you want to let user to type something, to let user to give something input, so then only you can use this user input in Python. So the if you want to take the input from the user, you can use input function. In the inside the input function, you will write some prompt. Okay, you will write a prompt like what is your name. We are questioning them, then they will answer like Minu or any other else. So it will print the output like based upon the function, like based upon the task. Okay, program. The input function is going to return some data as string name. Like I have mentioned some examples, and I have no time. And I have yesterday I have explained based upon the all concept I have discussed yesterday. I have like we have practiced like two exercise, like rectangle. We find the uh, area of the rectangle, and we find we calculate the shopping cart program, and we done a Mad Lib scheme. Okay, a mini project. So let's start today's section. I'm deleting this. Okay. Today we are going to today we are going to discuss about some arithmetic operators. Okay, I will explain everything clearly, so you guys will not got confused. Okay, operators. So arithmetic operators are plus, minus, into, slash, and a power symbol. It is a power. I am making it power. Percentage, modulus, we can call it as modulus, not percentage, double slash. Okay, this slash, this is like this gives the floating points. When coming to this, it We will bring you floating points. Okay, I think it find some spelling mistake in my text. Oh, okay, leave it. I don't care. Okay. And we know most of the programs, like in most of the programming languages, we use this all arithmetic operators. Okay. So I don't need to explain anything. We know in our మనకి చిన్నప్పటి నుండి తెలుసు కాబట్టి ఇది పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం ఏం లేదు. సో ఆగ్యుమెంటెడ్ ఆపరేటర్స్ అనేది నేను చెప్పలేదన్నమాట లాస్ట్ టైం. సో ఎలా అంటే ఆగ్యుమెంటెడ్ operators augmented operators are huh? Like I will tell you a program like example like if you want to add some value like I have keep this but I have inserted the value 1 to the a and it automatically assumes the value. Okay, and a plus sorry a equal to a plus 1 and I'm printing the value. Okay, so here I'm printing the value. Okay, okay, it is running the mini project file. Okay, I will run this. Okay, see, I got output as 2. What did I have done? I have incremented by 1. I have incremented the value by 1. So by adding this, and if you want to write it more efficiently, you can write like this also. So by writing this, it will automatically like it will same. This both are same. Okay, this is an shortcut to the program to make it easy. See, I got the same output. Okay, like that we have so many operators, like augmented operators. It's like a shortcut to our to like to calculate. So today I'm going to explain some built-in functions. Okay, which is used for more so many like in చాలా ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ లో యూజ్ చేస్తాం. అవి కూడా ఏ బిల్డింగ్ ఫంక్షన్స్ అంటే మ్యాథమ్ మ్యాథమెటిక్ Today I'm going to explain some mathematic functions which is used for most of the programs to solve it more efficiently. So first function is round function. This round function is used to round a value, round numbers to the nearest whole number or to a specified number of decimal places. Let me show you an example of using this. Okay, so let's take I have taken value like b equal to uh, 2.5 and I'm making it this value. Okay, I'm using print function directly and a round function. So in this round function, I make it be like I keep v inside the round function. So what it is do, what is going to do? It will give the nearest value based upon the given input. Like if I give 2.6, it will give like it will return the value as 5. It will round the value. Okay. If it's in 4 2.5, it will give the least value. Okay, up to 4.5, it will give you the least value. See, I will show you. See, I got 2.5. If I mention 2.7 or 2.6, it will give return 3, because after 2.5, everything will be it will give you the nearest value, which is nearest to the number. Okay, and now I'm going to discuss another function is ABS function. ABS function means like it is used to remove the negative sign of the value. So like I am going to take a value -1 and I am printing the value. If it's, let's see how it's going to remove. Okay. I'm using absolute value. The meaning of the ABS is absolute value. Okay. It is ABS function will remove the negative sign. Okay. I'm inserting the C variable inside the ABS. So see, we have given -1 and it is returning the 1, means it is removing the negative values. Okay, just it is used to remove the negative values. And now coming to the another function, power function. Okay, power function, it is used to, it is like power of base and exponent. If you want to calculate the power of any value, you just need to mention it like I'm using directly using the print function, and now power value. See, now you have to mention the value for base value and the exponent value. Okay, I'm keeping 3 each. Okay, now let's see the output. 64 4 power 3. Okay, and this power function is used like this, and we can use it more like max function. I can say it will return the maximum value. Okay, so I am printing directly. Okay, max value, I'm using the max value, so I'm taking a random number. Okay, another number. Okay, so let's see how what it will return. Okay, 72, it is returning the maximum value. Okay, if you want the minimum value, you can use min function. It will return the minimum value. Okay, print min. So I'm taking 29. So, okay, sorry. 2 1 9 7 1 4. Okay, I'm given a random value. So let's see, it will give like, yeah, it's give the minimum value. Okay, now let's come into the another function. It's not a function. Yeah, it is a keyword. There is inbuilt keyword. Like we know we have standard values like pi value. The pi value is 3.141 5926. I remember this much only. Okay, so the standard pi value. Okay, these are the already built in. Okay, they are all already built-in functions. Okay, built-in keywords. Sorry, they are all are built-in keywords. Okay, we are using it in Python. Okay, they are already built this standard keywords in Python, so we are using it in using it in programs like yeah, it is a part of Max, but they have built something to make it standard. Okay, So to access it by keyword, to access it, we need to import math module. Okay, we need to import the math module. I am importing it here only. Okay, import math. So I'm directly printing the value math dot pi. So let's see the value of the pi. Okay, say got a large amount, like the exact value of the 22 by 7. Okay, like okay, so it will return the this by using this math module. By importing this math module, you can use methods like mathematical functions and inbuilt keywords, and so many things are there. I will show you one by one. Okay, where if you want to know the if you want to know the square, mm, the square root of a value, we use sqrt method. It is a method, it's not a function. Okay, because uh, which is came for came from math module. Okay, in the math module there is a method called sqrt. It's not a function. It belongs to a some module. It's belong to the math module. Okay, so it is also doing a task. So I told you about the functions and methods. We have both in the Python. Function means which having the own file. It's not important, like we didn't get this print function from any file, right? Like we did import anything to print, but to use this print function, no. It is already a built-in function. It means it is a file already having a code. But in this math module, in this math module, there is a method called sqrt. Means we have so many methods which belongs to the math. Okay, so we are using sqrt method of from the math module. Okay, so I have already imported the math module. So let's keep x equal to now one result equal to math dot. Let's give 9 instead of 1, so you can understand it clearly. SQRT, so it belongs to the cess pattern. Because let's see, I have keep the, like I have mentioned the module. Now I'm keeping the dot next to it. See, I got so many methods which are belong to the math. See, everything is mentioned, which class it belongs to, which module it belongs to. Okay, so I am using square root function, and in that I'm mentioning, like I'm keeping the x value and I'm printing the result. See, I got the square root of 9 is 3, right? You know it, right? Now coming to the ceiling function. See, this ceil function, it's not belong to the any method. Okay, we are like it's not ceiling function. Sorry, it's a method. It is a ceil method, which is belongs. It is from math module. Okay, why do we use and use it for floating point number at, okay, c c is Like if you are giving any value, it will give the large value. Like if you give 4.4, it will give the value as 5. If you give 4.5, it will give value as like output as 5. It will round like it will increase the value. Okay. Based upon the given value, it will round up and give the big number like other than this, not other than this, after number like the big, the it will the floating point of the number, it rounds the floating point numbers up. Like I will show you an example. I'm taking 9.1. Okay, now I'm using print function, and in that print function I'm using class method class and query functions, variance floor, seal, seal function. In that seal function, I am mentioning that I am not using x because we have previously used x. Okay, I'm using t, sorry, y. See how it's going to seal up. See, it number ups means it's increases the value. It's give the like big value. If any value you have given to it, it will round up and give the big value. Like if I keep 10 to it, see what it will give. See, I got the same value. Based upon the value you have given, it will round up and give the biggest value, the biggest nearest value. Okay. So I'm using the same one only to get more clarity. Okay. Floor function, floor method. It is also from math module. This floor will always round a number down, means decrease the value to the it will decrease it will decrease the value to the nearest value. Means like I will show you, I'll explain you by showing an example. Okay, so I'm mentioning 10.8 and printing that value, math dot floor function, so sorry, floor method. Now I'm keeping jet to it. So let's run this program. See, I got the nearest. It numbers down. The number is gets down like it. Have giving the 10.8. Then I am getting 10. Means it's remove the all biggest values and give the less value like big small value to as output. If I give 10 to it, see, it don't change anything. Only the points, it will remove the floating points and it will give the least value, least nearest, the nearest of this value. Okay. So this is all about I want to explain today in this class. All built-in functions. Okay. I will explain you the if else and the exercise in the next class. So thank you. I hope everyone understands about this. Everyone understand today class. I will try to explain it more better when compared to the other class. Like but I will I will try my best to help you understand this concept. Okay. Thank you.